The idea is that simply through education and skills upgrade, you can solve the problem of jobs disappearing. There are three main issues with this. The first one is that unlike in the previous technological revolutions, here, this one doesn't replace only the human muscles or repetitive intellectual tasks. For the first time in history, we have a machine that is able to do intellectual work that is not repetitive and is of the same or soon to be even higher quality than the highest paid professions in our society, like lawyers, programmers, and doctors. A new paper from Harvard Business School says that since the launch of ChatGPT in November 2022, demand for freelance writers, coders, and app developers has declined by 21%. The researchers also found a 17% decline in demand for tasks associated with image generation, such as graphic design. Again, I discussed this at length in my AI video, but in a sentence. In previous technological revolutions, we went from hunting to farming to working in factories to working in offices in front of computers. Basically, at first, we were living off the land, then we started to grow our own food, then we started using our muscles in the factories, and alongside that, we started using more and more of our brain for professions like accounting, teaching, and medicine. The standard bias in people is that because it has happened for thousands of years before, then this time it will not be different and it will happen again. However, this time is different because I dare you to come up with a higher order intellectual job that can be done by a human once lawyers, software engineers, and doctors are replaced. It is like moving up and up and up and up on a staircase, and just because you have always done it, you are not able to see the fact that you are at the last step and there is no more of the staircase left. The second issue is that a lot of the people writing these reports and also a lot of folks in the tech industry are, in my opinion, extremely delusional. It is as if for years they haven't had normal social interactions with average people. I will tell you a story from literally a few days ago that will illustrate what I mean. As I was getting an order delivered to my home, the guy carrying the package started sharing that his day had been crazy and it is only just beginning. As a normal person, unlike the tech CEOs and the economists writing these reports, I had a normal conversation with the man and asked him why. What happened was that one of his colleagues had a minor car crash and he had called him asking what to do. The guy had told him to write a report and call the police so that it can later be used for the insurance. But there was one problem. His colleague couldn't write. This caught me off guard and I was like, okay, how did he pass his driving test? If he cannot write, probably he also cannot read, and the driving test has questions that you have to answer in written form. He said that he doesn't know and also shared that the same dude could not count beyond 999. Now, when I heard that, I admit I was shocked. I asked, what do you mean? How come he isn't able to count beyond 999? And the guy told me that his colleague had explained that he cannot understand how when you add 1 to 999, the result is 1000 and the number already has 4 digits. But you know what the shocker was? This dude turned out to be 32 years old. And he had a job as a delivery guy. Now, please answer this, dear IMF economists and tech company CEOs. How exactly are you planning to retrain that guy once Elon Musk or someone else replaces the need for drivers with autonomous cars? What are you gonna make him, a judge? An army general? A highly skilled neurosurgeon using AI and robots as assistants? The guy cannot read and doesn't understand the number 1000 at 32 years of age. Good luck retraining him. And there are hundreds of millions of people like that. The third issue with the retraining hypothesis is that, as the report states, in previous technological disruptions, the change was slow enough so that older people working in the disrupted sectors could gradually retire, and because there was not a lot of economic opportunities in them, young people simply didn't start working there. As a result, the sectors and types of jobs slowly died out without causing much harm to society. As the report says, indeed, technology-induced labor displacement often proceeds over a generation, with older workers leaving the workforce and fewer younger workers entering such jobs. The advent of AI could aggravate adjustment costs if it entails broader substitution of non-routine tasks and affects younger workers for whom early retirement is not an option. This is just a part of my presentation on the IMF report about how AI will impact wealth inequality and the job market. To watch the full version, click on the video that should have appeared on your screen.